So this is actually an adaptation of kind of a wrestling and mixed martial arts workout that we've sort of tried to make the mindset for something like barbell movements and things that we'll be doing. So it's mostly just posture. And posture kind of stays the same for powerful or explosive movements no matter what you're doing. If you're lifting up a heavy object or getting ready to shoot a takedown or trying to set up for a kick or a punch or anything like that. So we'll start with our feet together. They don't have to be touching, but basically inside of your hips or directly below your hips. And we're going to keep our back straight. So what you can think of doing is trying to touch your toes without bending or rounding your back. So we'll try to keep an anterior pelvic tilt. And what that will do, will put you in what I call a downhill skier position. This looks a lot like a skier going downhill. And you'll try to reach your toes here as much as possible. And think of really extending the back. And then from here, you'll lengthen your hamstrings. This is a step that a lot of people miss because they tend to go straight for their hamstrings. So again, we'll try to lengthen here without, we're not doing this. We're going to keep this here. And at this point, you're actually flexing your quads, right? And we're engaging like we were doing a compression lift for gymnastics. And then you're going to try to get your whole hand flat and walk it out. And then we'll go down. You're going to try to scrape your elbows against your sides. So we don't want the elbows here, we want them here. And then you're going to think of pushing backwards. And what that'll do is it'll get your hands to your hips. So push up here. And the idea is that we want to open the chest and push the scapula down. So, which is why I tend to emphasize not doing just a push-up. Because the idea is not to push from your arms, but we're going to push from the big muscles in the back here. So we're going to push down here and open. You're going to get your shoulders as far away from your ears as possible. Then we're going to bring the feet forward, find a flat-footed position. And the idea here is just to work your squat. Ideally, you can get your toes facing forward and get a little bit of internal rotation and external rotation. But for most people, they're struggling enough right now that I just let them put their feet, as long as they're tracking, and use their elbows to push the knees out. For the more advanced people, you can start to work some internal rotation here. And that internal rotation is going to allow you to be upright enough to get this one hand up with the elbow straight, and you're trying to squeeze your ears, and the other hand up, the elbow straight, trying to squeeze your ears. And then we'll stand up and start the process again.